Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. Today I want to talk about FN Firearms because I am confused and I'm hoping you can help me out. I have seen where they've been, I see where they're going, and I just don't understand. Let me first start by saying I picked up over 10 years ago the FNS 9C. I paid $400 for this. It has performed outstanding. I have loved it. It feeds, fire, and ejects everything. Okay, $400 was probably a little less than average, right around $430 would be average back then. You look at the 509 series now, and anything there is over $700. FN has made its way into HK and Sig Sauer price range, and I'm trying to figure out why. What justifies it? This is a polymer frame striker fire handgun. So common these days. But I do dig this, and I always have. Now let's take a step back in time to the early 90s when FN produced a 5.7 by 28 millimeter. Bottleneck cartridge, super fast, super loud. It moves, all right? 5.7 by 28 millimeter. It's a cool round, but it's a niche round. A lot of people don't want anything to do with it. But it had its moment, okay, some military and law enforcement issues, but it was dying. It was by the year 2000, maybe a little bit before, it was dying. You look at that FN 5.7 pistol, they wanted $1,100 for it at a certain time when that was one of the only guns that shot the 5.7 by 28 millimeter, and you look what happened. Who brought back the 5.7 by 28 millimeter? Ruger did. Okay, because prior to that, FN, they created the round and they had firearms for that round. You look at the PS90 bullpup. This is not a PS90, okay, but it looks just like this. Its MSRP is $1,900. It has some cool things. I've shot that. It's very cool, but does it bring to the table anything that justifies that cost? This is a Ruger 1022 in a high tower armory kit. That's what this is. Looks just like the PS90. The PS90, I have to believe, has fallen into irrelevancy status in today's world. Why is that? Well, when Ruger brought back the 5.7 by 28 millimeter, FN should buy Ruger a beer for doing that because it was dead. And they brought it back with that handgun that was selling for an MSRP of $700. It's now down to $550. And yet, FN 5.7 has gone up in price. The non-optics ready model, the original, $1,400 MSRP. If you want the MRD that is micro red dot, optics ready, $1,500. I don't understand that. You look at TSIS makes a 5.7 now. Smith & Wesson does. PSA Rock. Okay, Ruger, who brought it back and put it back on the map. And all of a sudden, what are you seeing? Different manufacturers making the ammo. And then many more firearms. Look at this. Diamondback DBX 5.7. This thing is great. $1,100. All right? It's a phenomenal firearm. I've had a blast with that. CMMG, chambered in 5.7 by 28 millimeter. This has higher capacity than the PS90. All right, CMMG Banshee. Yeah, these are expensive, but this thing's a blast. If you like the round, you may not like the round at all. You may not care about the round, but I'm just making the point that FN is a bit different in that way. They hold on to these guns and these patterns and everything, and the price only increases, and it has driven me away from FN. Seriously, I just look at them and keep on moving, and it kind of hurts because I know they make some great firearms, but you have to be willing to really sacrifice. The one that confuses me the most is the FNX 45 Tactical. I have heard on multiple occasions that is the best 45 ACP out there. The FNX 45 Tactical. This is right around $1,200 to $1,300. Sorry, I don't see it. I don't see it. And why do I say that? You look at what else is out there, much like we did with the FN57. There are so many others that compete with it and do better than it. Now, I have shot this. I know the handgun. It's good. It's got decent trigger action. Okay, it's nothing special. This has been around for 13 years. The double action is atrocious. It's horrible. It's not even close to some modern handguns. But yet it's still around $1,250 for a polymer frame, hammer fired, double action, single action gun. Yeah, it's got a threaded barrel. Threaded barrels are a dime a dozen in today's market. So's Flat Dark Earth. Now, CZ discontinued the 97. Phenomenal handgun. So happy I have it. This is like a Shadow 2 and 45 ACP. I would take this, and that once sold for between $850 and $900. It's more now because they discontinued it. But this steel frame Shadow 2 and 45 with a trigger pull that is far superior. Even the double action, way better. Incredibly better. And you say, well, I don't even want to pay that much. I don't blame you. There are other alternatives out there. We're not even talking about 1911s. If I start talking about 1911s, I can make a half-hour video. But look at this. SAR K2 45C. $550. All right? It's a 4.2-inch barrel. This is they say a 5.3-inch barrel. Okay, with little threads on there. Pretty cool. No doubt about it. $1,200, $1,300? I don't think so. Steel frame here. Nice trigger action. It's not the greatest ever, but it gets the job done. I've had it out multiple times. FN is very expensive. I like their firearms, but everything is way overpriced. Help me understand, does that justify the quality of the firearms, or are they in the category of HK and SIG, and there are alternatives out there? Because that is the way I'm leaning. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.